Hey, I'm Coach Adriel, and I'm here with
Greg, what's up?
Hey, and Greg is obviously really into cornhole. He organizes this Sunday blind draw every week. How many people usually attend?
About 17 to 25 show up every week.
And what's the name of it?
It's a Bad Dog Cornhole. We share this facility with the Dirty South Cornhole, which everybody's pretty more familiar with.
All right, and why did you decide to let me help you change your throw, modify it?
Consistency is the main thing. Also, trying to throw a flatter bag. I think doing those things will help me progress where I want to be.
And what would you ultimately like to be?
I just want to be able to compete with anybody, pros, just anywhere I want to go. Like I travel for work, and I want to go somewhere and be somebody that they're going to have to worry about. Not if it turns out that I'll be a pro one day, then so be it. But right now, I'm just trying to be competitive.
On a round by round basis, I feel I can beat anybody. It's just 10 rounds, 20 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
How do you beat someone? Is that the same thing you feel?
Yeah, that's the consistency. Yes.
All right. All right, so let's see these throws. And before we started, you said that you are much better on the outside versus the inside.
I am.
Okay.
Yep.
Some of you might be wondering, I would like to see what the bag is doing. At this point of the time on refining the throw and getting the throw better, I do not care what the bag does when it hits the board. The only thing I care about is getting the motion of throwing the bag exactly the same every time. The difference between a good bag, bad bag, good bag, bad bag. Made airmail, not made airmail. Made airmail, not made airmail. The difference in getting the shot perfect is a half an inch, a quarter of an inch. That's why it doesn't matter what the bag does. We're trying to get the throw as consistent as possible. I just watched you throw, and you're usually getting 8 or 10 out of 12. Talk again about when you're playing a real person, having to wait, and that messes you up.
Yeah, it's a rhythm thing for me, and I want to be in a rhythm while I'm throwing, but I also want to be able to wait and still keep my rhythm. It's the waiting part. Sometimes I get in my head like, okay, what is he going to do? I'm more worried about what he's going to try to do, like as a blocker, or is he going to airmail, or is he going to try to push mine off? I'm more worried about that than me actually focusing on trying to get in the hole.
And then you haven't done the inside yet. I've got the first proposed change. You are right-handed, and right now, don't throw it. Right now, you are over the board, and the arm is it's right over the hole. You're a pretty big guy, wide shoulders. Your hand is about, yeah, it's right over the board. Go to the outside. Just walk around to the outside. All right, and now your bag is probably about 1.5 to 2 feet away from the hole. All right, and you announce that you are better on the outside versus the inside. Go back to the inside spot. Why not move 2.5, 2 feet to the right? And it's not exact, but now your arm is about a foot away from the hole versus right over the hole. So now by moving to the right 1.5 to 2 feet, the inside versus the outside is relatively the same distance from the hole. Would that be a change you'd be open to? And then this has another benefit. Let's say someone throws a blocker that is in your lane. You can then move all the way close to the board, and now it's no longer in your lane. You can get around it a little bit better. The inside then automatically makes you a little bit better because you've got one extra shot. All right, so here are the changes we made to Greg's throw. He agrees that he will put all the bags on the board and only throw one bag at a time, but he does not want to do that today because he's a blind draw, and it's going to mess him up, but he agrees that that is a good philosophy, so he'll get to that later. Changes we made is on inside, he's stepping to the right 1.5 feet. Second change we made is he's going to aggressively stop his hand at the top of his swing instead of going up and down. And did we make any other change? Greg, did we make any other change?
Just a little bit more wider in the feet.
Wider in the feet.
Instead of like this, it's like that.
And everything is going to be moving a little bit more forward because he ends with his toe up, which makes everything move a little bit forward, which gave his bag a little bit more power. Now he just needs to do some practice time on it and then let the muscle memory or the changes take effect. But all in all, it feels better, interesting.
Feels better.
I'm with Greg here. Same day that we just had coaching. How do you feel about the inside throw now?
It's not a problem at all anymore.
What would you say your inside PPR was before today?
Probably like probably 7, 8.
And let's look at what you have right now. What row is it?
5th.
8.73. So you went up about a full point with one coaching session with me.
And my DPR is usually a negative. When I'm on the inside, I'm actually a 1.73 now. 1.73.
1.73.
So I'm doing really, really well now.
All right,
I'm
let's go.
very happy.